Hey, welcome to Inside Wordsmith. I'm here with our Director of Product Management, Adam Long. Adam, what are you going to talk about today?
Wordsmith. I joined the company in 2013. Robbie and the team were already working on trying to take our technology from something where it's very services based and make it something where anyone can write content using our software. And that's been the long-term vision of the company, and it's taken a long time to, I think as Robbie said in the last episode, to make it so that it's simple enough that anyone can sign up for it, add their data, and automate thousands of stories with the same ease at which you would use Excel or Microsoft Word, or almost the two in concert together, to kind of use data and turn it into automated narratives. You know, people have been taking data and telling stories with it in an automated way for a really long time, and that's a chart. You know, almost everyone can go into Excel, download their Google Analytics data, and create a chart of their visits to their website over time. Our analog is the same thing. You take that spreadsheet, that table of data, upload it into our system, and then type out what you want to say, and just use our rules to automate adapting that narrative to different data scenarios. And so just like you would use a charting tool to automatically tell some kind of story, for the first time, now this is really accessible to actually use words, the exact words that you would use as an expert to describe what's going on in this data to someone in a way that no chart will ever be able to convey.
Talk about the ways that we thought people were going to respond and maybe the differences between how they actually did.
That's a great question. You know, we were for so long working with very huge brands, with Yahoo, with Edmunds, with Allstate, and those brands have millions of pieces of content they want to do on a very personalized level to individuals on their huge user base. And part of making an accessible tool is making it so that companies that aren't huge Fortune 500 companies can actually use this technology. So the real question for us is, well, what new use cases does that open up when you don't have to work with us to do something at the scale of millions? What if you want to do thousands or even hundreds, or even just every week you have a report that you have to put together for your boss based on some data, maybe from Salesforce or Google Analytics, and you just want to automate that? So it opens up all these new use cases.
We put into our Wordsmith Beta request access form 41. So 41 different industry categories. And if I'd asked you before the beta launch, how many of those categories would actually be selected, what would you have said?
I'd say 15, maybe 20. You would think you'd cover some of the big ones like insurance and banking and business intelligence, even media. But it's funny, it's been literally all 41. We've gotten interest across all those different industries.
Yeah, baby.
Let's talk about the things that people are doing. E-commerce companies are doing product descriptions. They've got a lot of products coming in, a lot of SKUs, and they want to actually create that bit of text that you see just underneath the buy button. Real estate agents want to do the same thing for a bunch of property listings. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have people that are doing internal reports where maybe they would just call that reporting. And then a similar use of the word reporting is media. A lot of people creating articles. So it's really hard to find
two very different kinds of reports. Obviously.
Two very different types of reports, exactly. And that's why we have the headline on the website, turn spreadsheets into stories. Because it could be really any kind of data. The unifying thing is that it's in a structure. And then the unifying thing that comes out of it is that you're telling people something. And the colloquial term for that is a story, but it could be an article, a product description, it could be really anything.
Imagine that this show is still going on in a year and we're back here again for a conversation in 12 months. What are we talking about then?
Well, I think you just take the success that we've seen so far and getting all this inbound interest, and imagine in a year, all these people are going to be using the tool. Thousands of people are going to be creating data-driven writing for the very first time. Imagine that huge level of learning that all these people are going to have. We're going to have to find ways to have communities where they can share that with each other and share their best practices so that data-driven writing as an enterprise becomes much more successful for all these individuals.
Well, hey, I'm James Kotecki. This is Adam Long. He's our Director of Product Management. He has been a guest on Inside Wordsmith. Who will be our guest next time? Will it be the birthday bot? Will it be someone else? Will it be a human? Will it be a sentient being from another planet that's been building a Dyson sphere around a dying star to attract humanity's interest in its final moments? I don't know. Tune in next time to find out.
They call it a Dyson sphere.